Hello, YouTube family. Auntie is here. I'm Patty Jackson, the local TV stations, they say, pop culture expert. But I'm your auntie of pop culture. It's not cute, not knowing, and it's time for the girls in the scoop. Let's get a hug in. Oh. Thank you for your comments. I love hearing from you. Let's start with Oprah Winfrey. She is leaving Weight Watchers. When she went public, and she kind of like had to. I know these are stylies. They're not pens. When she went public with the Ozempic, she had to come clean. People are like, "Is that Weight Watchers?" And she had to say, no, it was Ozempic. She had been with Weight Watchers for 10 years. And it kind of like was crazy because when she announced it, Weight Watchers, their stock tumbled. Now she's leaving, the Weight Watchers stock tumbled again. She'd been with Weight Watchers for 10 years. 10 years with Weight Watchers. See, when you do these endorsements, you know people be watching you. They're looking at what you're doing. Me and Toya went to an event the other night, and we were like, they on the shot, they on the shot, they on the shot. And a lot of people, obviously, they don't want to talk about it. But if you're tied to these companies, ooh, you got to fess up at some point. What is she going to do with her earnings and stuff that she put in the company? She's going to be donating it to the National Museum of African American History in D.C. It's Angela Bassett on the cover of People magazine. Her incredible career, great marriage, kids, and the great movie roles. She's on this week's cover, and the month of March is going to be huge. I know a lot of people think, oh, that honorary Oscar, it ain't a real Oscar. But let me tell you something. She's being honored at the Academy Awards on March the 10th for her outstanding career. I know a lot of people are like, well, she should have won last year. There's so many roles that people should have won for. Denzel won for Training Day. He should have won it for Malcolm X. Al Pacino should have won it for The Godfather or Dog Day Afternoon. He wins an Academy Award for Scent of a Woman. I think with the Academy, they be realizing, we messed up. So that's why Spike Lee got an honorary Oscar. Samuel L. Jackson got an honorary Oscar, and they were both honored that year. Look for a big honor to come for Angela Bassett, and her former Fox show, 911, is returning March 14th to ABC. ABC bought the rights to her Fox show, and 911 is coming to ABC Thursday night lineup starting on March 14th. But in the meantime, check her out. Love that actress, Angela Bassett, on the cover of People magazine. Okay, this following story hurts my heart because I love Jeffrey Osborne. And you can get sued. People, we live in a sue crazy country. Jeffrey Osborne is being sued for $2 million by two women that claimed they were pushed aside as they looked for a white woman to sing a song. Let me explain. There's a part of his show where he does You Should Be Mine and the woo 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 part. He always asks for audience participation. Well, two women, they said, they lined them up to sing, but they said that Jeffrey said he wanted the white woman to sing. So one of the black women said, I'm white. It just turned into a whole mess. They claimed they were humiliated and embarrassed and were left emotionally distraught. They're suing Jeffrey. They're suing the venue. Y'all know Auntie know Jeffrey Osborne. He's a wonderful man. I do know he has that audience petition purchase, and he looks for different people. He's like, goes around looking for people. This segment's like 20 minutes of the show. You see, you can always tell when something is like, Jeffrey Osborne, the singer, great. 75. They want a trial by jury. I don't know if they're going to get that. I don't know how far this suit's going to go, because people will sue you in a minute. But these two women are mad that they were not chosen to woo woo woo. The new Fenty campaign. Y'all can always tell when the story gets on my nerves or disturbs my soul. The new Fenty campaign, it features Rihanna and A$AP Rocky, and they look amazing. This is a couple. They look good together. They look extremely happy. Two sons, but they're starring in her latest Fenty Beauty campaign. Richard Lewis, the comedian and actor, best known for his roles on Curb Your Enthusiasm, for years he had been battling Parkinson's disease. He actually died of a heart attack. Yes, the 76-year-old actor, comedian, passed away yesterday from a heart attack. Hulu is bringing out Freaknick. The trailer dropped today. You know there's so many people that are watching like, was I in there? Was I down there? Did they catch me? Freaknick is coming to Hulu. What is Freaknick? The wildest party never told. Uncle Luke is producing this. Jermaine Dupri is producing this. It was wild. From the period of 1987 to 1993. A lot of people now, they bigwigs in the church, bigwigs in corporate America, bigwigs in their neighborhood. Nobody wants to see their mom or me mom or their Mimi in these videos. I always think of the one they did for Biggie, and the girl's name was Peaches. And I said, "Ooh, Peaches, you somebody's grandmother now." I know the kids are saying, "Me mom, is that you? Are you Peaches?" Because you know, some people, they look at the 80s and 90s and like, that was then. This is now. Freaknick, everybody is buzzing about it. It's coming to Hulu. It's going to be one of those documentaries where people are going to be watching and looking. But get ready. Freaknick is coming. Macy's closing 150 stores. This hurts my heart because that was like one of my favorite stores. The prices to go to Disney World or Disneyland are going up. Wendy's, the restaurant, they're backtracking. They propose that we're going to start raising prices at lunchtime and dinner time. And people were like, really? Well, we ain't coming. There was a backlash. And I was like, how did this idea ever leave a meeting? Like, who approved it? Who said, yeah, put that out there that we're going to do that? They're backtracking, and now they're feeling like, I don't think that we're going to do that. People are getting tired of the high prices. Everything is just going up. There was one CEO who said that people should just eat cereal for dinner. Well, sir, have you noticed how much a box of cereal costs? Don't get the small one because it's a bunch of air and it's smaller. Cereal is high. And you talking about something, just eat a bowl of cereal, a bowl or two of cereal a day. Hunger is a problem in our country, and high prices just to entertain, just to survive. Most people I talk to, they got some kind of side gig going on just to deal with the rising cost of everything. And you hear about stores closing and, fast food joints where it's costing money to go and eat and enjoy. So I thought that was very, very interesting. So many of you left comments. Wendy Williams and her ex-husband, they were together 25 years, married for 21. She knew he was a serial cheater. She knew it. Been cheating from the door. She didn't want to leave the marriage because of her son. And now we see the aftermath. God forbid something happens to Wendy. The money that they won't give her now will go to her son and eventually probably trickle over to the ex-husband, because that man is no dummy. And he was the force behind everything that she did. I think that's why her downfall was just so tragic. Because you think, God, if he didn't break her heart, would she be in this position with the drinking and the breakdown, and Lifetime saying they wish they never aired it? They still airing it. Are y'all going back to your regular programming? Because all they keep showing is this documentary. It was a money grab. It was a money grab, and what we're witnessing and seeing, and it's just sad, but so many left a comment. When you're in a relationship, relationships are hard, and you have to decide what you're going to put up with, whether it's physical abuse, mental abuse, or just in a period where you're not happy. People look at married people like, oh, they have the best of life. You don't know what even goes on in that marriage or long-term relationship. Just like married people probably look at single people like, oh, y'all got it going on. You can never stay in a situation and at the end of the day, you're not happy. And it's no longer feeding your soul, and you're frustrated and you're agitated and you become resentful of the situation that you're in, and you wonder, can I do better? Some people are afraid to be alone. That goes for men and women. You ever see somebody, they break up with somebody at 2:45 and at 3 o'clock they're already in a new relationship. Some people can't stand being alone. They're not capable of being alone. They always have to have someone there. So when you question and you see a marriage and you're like, well, why are you still there? A lot of people can't stand being alone. Frankie Beverly has a great song. I believe it came out in the 80s, but it's While I'm Alone. And you got to listen to the lyrics, and where he just says, I don't want to be alone. And that is the situation for a lot of people. When you think about the after effects of the pandemic, loneliness, they say, is a problem in this country. I know they said it was a problem in Britain. You know, just older people and just people who may not be socially adept, and they're by themselves, but they're lonely. Loneliness is a problem, but that's not the cure for staying in a situation that just ain't good for you. You always have to think about what's good for me. And I just feel if you're looking for an answer, there's only one. There's only one person to turn to, and that's God, because he will lead you where you need to be or give you that clarity that you need. A lot of people wonder for clarity and they don't have it, and then the sign shows up that you should make a change. And it's just like with a job. If a job no longer makes you happy, make sure you have another one before you leave this one, because you got to be practical in life and all that. But if a situation is just not the best for you, then you got to have the courage to say, this is not for me. Now, I know you're saying, how you go from Oprah Winfrey to wisdom on relationships? This is like a bowl of gumbo. You're going to get a little bit of everything. Curls, scoop, giggles, wisdom. Think of it as a good bowl of gumbo. I love gumbo, and I like mine spicy. It's not cute not knowing, and now you know. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. Leave your comments, give us a thumbs up, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel so you never miss a thing.